Welcome back, guys, on English Zone channel. And here we have the next part, practice set of 1000 MCQ series. And the topic we are discussing here, the history of English literature. Questions you will get from the different ages in a random form questions. And here we have the very first question of this practice set number 6, 501. We had already discussed 500 questions in our practice set 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is the sixth number practice set. And the question we are here discussing about the Keats poetry, John Keats, we have who called Keats poetry a feverish attempt at the beautiful. We have the options here: Coleridge, Shelley, Wordsworth, and Byron. This is the, you can say, this is a kind of a quotation, this is kind of a remark about a poet, about Keats poetry. Who had said this about Keats poetry? Option D, Lord Byron. Option D is the correct answer of the question number 501. We have 502. Keats often wrote in which metrical form? What was the form Keats has used while writing, composing his poems? We have the options here: heroic couplet, blank verse, Spenserian, stanza, iambic pentameter. Out of these four options, which one is the correct answer? Option D is the correct answer. Iambic pentameter he had used. 10 syllables in each line. First one is unstressed syllable and the second one is stressed syllable, so on and so forth. Here a sequence है. This is the sequence of pattern of iambic pentameter. And John Keats has written his odes, and in his odes he has used this kind of metrical form of composing poetry. Next we have the question number 503. Shelley's Mont Blanc explores the theme of, what was the main important theme of his work? P.B. Shelley's Mont Blanc. Political revolution, this is our this is option B, sublime and the limits of human understanding. Option C, industrial progress. Yeah, option D, we have the love and courtship. What was the theme main importantly discussed in this work of P.B. Shelley? We have the option B is the correct answer, the sublime and the limits of human understanding. We have the 504 question. Who said heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter? This is the quotation of which important poet we have here? Options: Shelley, Keats, Coleridge, or Blake. Option B is the correct answer, John Keats. John Keats is the answer. So option B is the correct answer of the question number 504. 505 we have Wordsworth poem Michael is a set in. What was the setting where this poem Michael setting was all about? Means basically ये poem जो है कहाँ पे based on है? Michael जो लिखी है क्या है उसका एक environmental जो scenario था वो क्या था? आपको उसका आंसर देना है. We have the urban London. Option A, coastal fishing village, Lake District या Scottish Highlands. Option C is the correct answer, Lake District. The Lake District was the setting of the Wordsworth. Next one we have. So option C is the correct answer of question number 505. 506 we have the phrase beauty is truth and truth beauty appears in. This is the work of John Keats and Ode on a Grecian Urn is a correct answer. Option C is the answer of the question number 506. 507 we have which poet's work reflects intense political radicalism including calls for liberty and revolution. Which poet's work reflects intense political radicalism? This is the important thing, and the revolution and liberty including that was the important themes of the that poet. And you have to go for the right answer. किस poet ने इस बारे में बात की है अपनी poetry में? We have option C, P.B. Shelley. We call P.B. Shelley a revolutionary poet. Revolutionary poet बोलते हैं. Okay, this is the correct answer. Option C, Percy Shelley is the answer of 507 question. 508 we have the natural landscape in romantic poetry is most often treated as a metaphor for political struggle, an extension of human emotion and spirit, mere background scenery. Sorry, we have the option C, mere background scenery. Yeah, hai option D, an obstacle to be overcome. We have the options here of the question number 508, and the question is the natural landscape in romantic poetry is often treated as रोमांटिक पोएट्री में जो नेचुरल लैंडस्केप की बात होती थी, उसको किस तरीके से एक तरीके से प्रेजेंट किया जाता था पोएट्री में उस टाइप के राइट पोएट्स के थ्रू. We have the correct answer, that is option B. Option B is the correct answer. An extension of human emotion and spirit. Option B is the correct answer of 509 we have. William, यहाँ है William Blake's vision of dark satanic males most likely refers to the industrial factories and urbanization. William Blake's vision of dark satanic males refers mainly related to this. This is the industrial factories and urbanization in which he had talked about William Blake in his work Dark Satanic Meals. If this is the kind of term you will get in your examination that is related to William Blake, and Blake is talking about which things through this term? He is talking about industrial factories and urbanization. Next one, 510, which romantic poet's work laid foundation for later ecological thinking and deep reverence for nature? Option B is the correct answer, William Wordsworth. 511 question we have. Which of the following is not a novel by Thomas Hardy? We have the option here. Taste of the Village, The Mayor of Casterbridge, The Mill of the Floss, Jude the Obscure. Option C is the correct answer. The Mill of the Floss is not a work of Thomas Hardy. This is the novel by George Eliot. This is the correct answer. This is a novel by George Eliot. Marianne Evans का ये novel है. And all other out of these four options, A option, B option, and option D, these all are the novel of Thomas Hardy. Next one we have 512. Who wrote the poem Aurora Leigh, a novel in verse? This is a poem, full title Aurora Leigh, and this is a novel in verse. This is the full title of the work. Christina Rossetti, Elizabeth Barrett Browning, or George Eliot, या Emily Bronte. We have the option B, Elizabeth Barrett Browning, wife of Robert Browning. Next number question. Middlemarch by George Eliot is considered. This is the question from the Victorian era we have. And the Middlemarch is a work by George Eliot. This is a novel, and this is a novel related to the considered to be gothic novel, fantasy tale, psychological and realist novel. Yeah, utopian novel. We have the correct answer, option C. A psychological and realist novel by George Eliot. We have Middlemarch. And also we have the Mill of the Floss, which we are talking about in our last question. Next we have the question number 514, the novel Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair is very famous novel we have, and the work is option C, William Makepeace Thackeray. What is the subtitle of the Vanity Fair? You have to give the answer of this question in comment section or in chat box. इसका आंसर जरूर आप दीजिएगा. नॉवेल वैनिटी फेयर का सबटाइटल क्या है? And do share this in comment section. Next one, we have the 515 question. In Memoriam AHH is a long elegiac poem written by, we all know the answer, we have the Lord Tennyson. Option C is the answer. Alfred Lord Tennyson is the correct answer of the question 515. 516 we have, friends, and please do share your comments, do share your right answer in the comment section so that you can get to know how many questions you have correctly attempted here on this class. And also do not forget to watch out the other practice set of this series we have here of 1000 MCQs, and first to fifth practice set is already on this channel. Go to the video section of this channel and you can watch out the videos one by one here on this channel. For that you have to visit this channel's website, the channel link, and also subscribe this channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon of the notification so that you can get the notification of the classes, videos, and any kind of update related to your examination, related to your English literature questions here on this channel. So subscribe and press the notification bell icon. So we have the question. The novel Jane Eyre was written by, we have the correct answer, option B, Charlotte Bronte. She is one of the Bronte sisters. We all know these three are the Bronte sisters. In English literature, we know by the name of Bronte sister. And this is the work Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Next one, we have the question 517. Which poem by Matthew Arnold reflects his religious doubts and melancholy view of the modern world? We have this is very important question, and we had gone through this poem also many times. You had must gone through the lines. You must be familiar with this with the lines with the poem of this in which he Matthew and all talked about his religious doubts and melancholic view of the modern world. We have the option B, Dover Beach. Dover Beach, we have already uploaded this poem in our video section, and you can also watch out this poem here on this channel, English Zone. So, 517 question, and we have the correct answer, option B, Dover Beach, in which on the same time, Matthew and I had talked about what was his religious doubts, why he was under the captivation of the scientific revolution, scientific beliefs, and also on the same time he talked about how these kinds of revolutions and scientific exploration, adventures, and all these things are affecting the religious जो beliefs होते थे उनको, and that's why he was also feeling at the same time melancholic in this poem. And this is very beautiful lines we have here in this poem, written by, composed by Matthew Arnold. Next one question, 518. Which Victorian poet is best known for developing a dramatic monologue? Question asking in another way. Here the question is related something twinkled here. The Victorian poet we have who is known for developing the dramatic monologue. We have Robert Browning. Option C, Robert Browning को correct करेंगे. Option C is the correct answer. Next, the Victorian age in English literature began with the accession of, option B is the answer, Queen Victoria. Okay, Queen Victoria is the correct answer. From 1837 to 1901, this was the time of the Queen Victoria, and इसको हम विक्टोरियन एरा के नेम से जानते हैं because this was the a long span of the Queen Victorian's ruling time we have here in London. And because of her name, this era in English literature was also known as the Age of Victoria, Queen Victoria. And so why this is the time which Victorian age started with the accession of the Queen Victoria, as we have the Elizabethan era started with the accession of Queen Elizabeth. Next, 520, we have the question, which novelist is often considered the most representative literary figure of the Victorian era? Novelist की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे, specifically ये mention हुआ है यहाँ पे. Most representative novelist who is considered Charles Dickens. Option B. We have the correct answer. Option B. Next, 521. What is the central theme of Dickens' Hard Times? This is the novel of the Dickens, Charles Dickens. And what was the central theme of this novel? Option C. Critique of industrialization and utilitarianism were the most important two central theme we had here in this novel of Charles Dickens, Hard Times. 522. Who wrote The Blessed Damozel and was a key figure in the pre-Raphaelite movement? की फिगर की बात हो रही है और राइटर की बात सेम टाइम पूछा गया है, और ऑल्सो हिज वर्क इज मेंशन्ड हियर so that you can specify who was that man, who was that writer, who wrote The Blessed Damozel. And we have the D.G. Rosti. Dante Gabriel Rosti, who was a painter, and he was the pre-Raphaelite movement, one of the key member, and his work, Blessed Damozel, he had written. Next one, 523. Christina Rosti's poetry often explores themes of. Christina Rosti, friends, she is also one of the member of the pre-Raphaelite movement, and she was the sister of the D.G. Rosti. We have the poetry theme. You have to go for the answer. Which one is the theme of the Christina Rosti's poetry? We have option B is the correct answer, religious devotion and temptation. Answer B is the option B is the correct answer of question number 523. 524 we have. Which Victorian writer was also a pioneer art critic? Option we have Matthew Arnold, William Thackeray, John Ruskin, George Meredith. Option C is the correct answer, John Ruskin. Art critic, aesthetic movement, you can see this also. Aesthetic movement, one of the key member we have the John Ruskin, and he was the pioneer art critic. Next one we have the question 5 to 5. Tennyson's Ulysses is best described as. Tennyson's Ulysses is best described as a ballad, dramatic monologue, sonnet, या blank verse. We have option C, B is the correct answer. This is a dramatic monologue. Ulysses is a dramatic monologue, and in this a character Ulysses is talking about, and we have also the famous line of this poem, and this poem is also written in blank verse. Okay, blank verse is the stanza pattern Tennyson had used in his poetry. The last and famous line we have of this poem, Ulysses: to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. This is the very famous line of this poem, Ulysses, by Ulysses, the character, main character, who is narrating this story, who is narrating this poem, and this is that's why this is a poem in dramatic monologue. It seems that there is someone who is listening his words, he's listening his story, but he is telling this assuming someone is listening him. Next number 5 to 6 we have which scientist theory challenge Victorian religious beliefs and influence literature. Which scientific theory बात हो रही है यहाँ की scientific theory challenge Victorian religious beliefs and influence literature. We have quantum theory, germ theory, theory of relative, Darwin's theory of evolution. Option D is the answer. Charles Darwin's Survival of the Fittest, Origin of Species is the work of Charles Darwin we have. And with this book, he had written the concept, he had given the concept how evolution is very important, how something is developed, evaluate, and that's why this scientific theory, the theory of evolution, challenged the Victorian religious beliefs, and that also influenced literature. And because of this, writers of this era and poets of this era had written melancholic poem and not romantic or any religious belief poem. They had written something different poetry in this case. Next one we have 5 to 7, which the picture of Dorian Gray explores the theme of. We have the correct answer, option C, moral decay. Moral decay beneath aesthetic beauty. This is the correct answer. And the picture of Dorian Gray is the work of Oscar Wilde. And he is also one of the prominent poet of this kind of poetry, aesthetic poetry. He had written aesthetic art. He had written, and the writer we have here. This is a novelist, Oscar Wilde. So this is the name of the novelist who had written this novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray. 5 to 7 to 8 we have who wrote The Woman in White, a key early work in the sensation novel genre. Women in White is a work of option C is the correct answer. Wilkie Collins, option C. The correct answer of question number 5 to 8 we have. 5 to 9 देखते हैं question को. The genre of the sensation novel typically combines the genre of the sensation novel. What was the sensation novel all about? We have to go for the right answer of this question. Option B is the correct answer. In sensation novel, we have the mystery, crime, domestic realism. Option B is the correct answer of the question number 5 to 9. 5 to 9 के बाद 530 we have in David Copperfield. Dickens present tragic view of the aristocracy, reformist critique of industrialization, a partly autobiographical coming of age story, a satire on foreign policy. Option C is the correct answer. A partly autobiographical coming of age story is the correct answer. David Copperfield. This is the Charles Dickens autobiographical novel we have. Next one, 531 is the question who is considered a founder of the detective fiction in the Victorian era. Option B, Wilkie Collins. Option B is the answer. Detective novels की बात करते हैं. We have the Wilkie Collins. बहुत ही important novels लिखे हैं विल्की कॉलिंस ने. We had already discussed the name of that novel, The Women in White, The Woman in White, The Moonstone, and The Woman in White is very famous. The Moonstone is another one. So these are the novels by the Victorian era novelist, detective novelist. We have Wilkie Collins. Next one we have 532. The protagonist of The Mill of the Floss, Maggie Tulliver, struggles primarily with. Mill of the Floss, we have the work of George Eliot. This is the novel of George Eliot. And the main character, leading protagonist, we have here Maggie Tulliver, struggles primarily. What was the main struggle of this protagonist of the Mill of the Floss? You have to go for the right answer. Out of these four options, we have the option C is the correct answer. Intellectual ambition versus family duty. This was the main struggle. She was struggling in this novel, The Mill of the Floss. Next one we have 533. The aesthetic movement was most closely related to which idea? This is the idea related to that art should be appreciated for its beauty alone. Okay, art should not be judged. It should be appreciated by for its beauty alone, not what it is reflecting. It is the mirror of the society or not. This doesn't affect the concept of the aesthetic movement. Aesthetic movement writers, poets already only focused on the that art should be appreciated as it is what it is all about. Art should be art for art's sake. This was the main kind of a slogan they had given, that art for not to instruct, not to entertain, that this is for its own sake. Okay, so this is the concept main of the aesthetic movement. We have John Ruskin, Oscar Wilde, they had talked about this kind of things in their work, and they have promoted this aesthetic movement in their work also. Next one, 534. Which Bronte sister wrote Agnes Grey? Out of these four options, correct answer is option C, Anne Bronte. Bronte. Anne Bronte, one of the Bronte sisters, and she had wrote this work, Agnes Grey. 535. Charles Darwin's On the Origin of Species was published. We have the option here. Origin of the species, this is the concept given by the Charles Darwin. The work Origin of the Species is a book on the origin of the species, is a book where he had given his theory about the evolution, and this book was published in the year option B 1859. 1859 was the time when this book was published. Next one we have the question, what is the prominent characteristic of Robert Browning's dramatic monologue? First person speaker revealing their psychology. Option B is the correct answer. Not going on reading all other options, we have here the correct answer. A first person I, here I is used, and the first person speaker reveals the psychology, their psychology, their what is going on in his mind. The first person speaker tell about his situation in this work in dramatic monologue. आगे चलते हैं, क्वेश्चन को देखते हैं. 537 we have here the fictional town in the middle march represent. Fictional town जो है middle march में वो क्या represent कर रहा है, and this is the also work of the George Eliot. We have Middlemarch. This discusses a coastal military base या है utopian society, a typical provincial English town, Catholic mission. Option C, a typical provincial English town represents here in this the fictional town. Typical provincial English town was represented here in the novel Middlemarch by George Eliot. अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं 538. Far from the madding crowd includes all except. What was the things in this novel Far from the madding crowd by Hardy was discussed? A female farmer. And what was not discussed? You have to exclude the one which is not discussed here in this work of Thomas Hardy from Far from the Madding Crowd. And a female farm owner is not discussed here. A tragic separate rural life and seasonal cycle या है themes of loyalty and betrayal. Option B को नहीं किया गया है क्योंकि ये उनके दूसरे नॉवल में किया गया है. And that is discussed in the Mayor of the Casterbridge. And the shipwreck is not discussed in here in this novel, far from the madding crowd by Hardy. In the mayor of Casterbridge, this tragic shipwreck was discussed. So this was not included in this novel. So option B is the answer of the question number 538. 539, which the subtitle of Frankenstein often associated with Victorian science and ethics is. Option B is the correct answer, the modern Prometheus. This is the subtitle of the Frankenstein. This is by Mary Shelley. This is the work. Frankenstein is the work of Mary Shelley. So don't be confused. Frankenstein's subtitle is the modern Prometheus. Next one we have here, in the importance of being earnest, Oscar Wilde critiques colonialism, religious hypocrisy, yeah, have Victorian social conventions, and the idea of earnestness, industrial reform, which was criticized by the Oscar Wilde in his work the importance of being earnest. This is the option C. Victorian social conventions and idea of earnestness was criticized by the Oscar Wilde in this work. Next one we have the what Victorian genre often explored double identities and hidden sins. Which Victorian genre had discussed this kind of theme? Utopian fiction, sensation novel, Gothic fiction, या है domestic realism. Option C, Gothic fiction. In Gothic fiction, this is the one of the important Victorian genre we have in literature, and that is explores in Gothic fiction. You can get double identities and hidden sins of a character from the novel. Next one, 542. Which novel by George Eliot focuses on the tragic result of poor education and religious rigidity? Which work of George Eliot we had here? This is option C, Adam Bede. Many famous and important novel George Eliot had written, and we have Middlemarch, The Mill of the Flowers, Adam Bede, and many more novels written by George Eliot. And the thing which is related to the tragic result of poor education and religious rigidity was discussed in her novel Adam Bede. Next one, 543. Which character in Great Expectation is symbol of decay and revenge? Option D is the correct answer. We have here Miss Havisham. She was a lady, and Miss Havisham was a symbol of a decay and revenge in this novel by Charles Dickens. We have The Great Expectation. Philip Phillips was the main protagonist hero of this novel. Next question we have, which of the following writers is known for blending realism and social criticism? We have the correct answer already. Answer was mentioned. So option C, that is the answer of the question number 544. Option C is the answer. Next one, 545. The best has that has been thought and said is a phrase from the best that has been thought and said. This is a phrase by some writer. We have the correct answer, option C, Matthew Arnold, Victorian poet and critic. 546, we have Oxford movement sought to promote colonial education, strengthen ties with the Catholic Church, oppress Darwinism, या है defend secularism. Option B is the correct answer. Strengthen ties with the Catholic Church, because before this, in the Victorian time, there was just something that has taken the religious belief. But Oxford movement, just John Cable, we have the important member of this group, this movement, Oxford movement, and दैट वाज द मेन थिंग. कैथोलिक चर्च को स्ट्रेंथन करना है, कैथोलिक चर्च की जो एक ओरिजिनलिटी है उसके बारे में लोगों को बताना है. इट वाज द मेन फोकस, मेन थीम discussed in the work of the Oxford movement related writers we have. And friends, you will see in Victorian age there was a kind of different types of movement had been flourished during this time. We have the pre-Raphaelite movement, we have the Oxford movement, we have the aesthetic movement. So they had something, they had talked about their own things. They had something which is related to the art, which is related to the originality of and a religious belief. This is also related to the so something which is very real, very originally connected with the painting and all literature, art. These things, these kind of movement were very much prevailed at the Victorian era, and they had some kind of followers who who had given this his concept in the movement, and it contributed with the literature related to that kind of concept, that kind of movement they had talked in their work also. And that's why these few moments, Oxford aesthetic movement, and also we have the pre-Raphaelite movement, they were very much popular during this time. And many of the literature work had written on this following one or another movement of this time of the Victorian age. 547. The influence of German philosophy and higher criticism can be seen in the writings of German philosophy and higher criticism. You will see in the work of the George Eliot. Option C. Marianne Evans was the real name of George Eliot. I am already telling you this because sometimes you get the question related to her real name. So don't get confused and don't miss out this. Now we have the question number 548. 548 we have which of the following work by Hardy ends with the phrase justice was done? We have the correct answer option A. Test of Dearborn Willis. Test of Dearborn Willis is the work that was the phrase justice was done, and this is the test was the lady, pure woman, we can say, and Hardy had written this novel. Next one we have Middlemarch is subtitle. What is the subtitle of Middlemarch? The novel by George Eliot. We have the subtitle of George Middlemarch is the study of a provincial life. Study of a provincial life. Option C is the correct answer. Another one we have Jane Eyre, the mad woman in the attic is named. Correct is option D. Bartha Mason. Bartha Mason is the correct answer. Next one 551. What is the theme? What theme is central to addition Alfred Lord Tennyson's The Lotus Eaters? Lotus Eater, what is the main central theme of this poem? The Lotus Eaters we have. Option C, escape from duty and reality. Escape from duty and reality is the central theme of this work of Alfred Lord Tennyson, The Lotus Eaters. 552 we have in hard times which character represents utilitarian education. In hard times utilitarian education was represented by the Thomas Grant. Option C is the answer. 553 we have which poet is often described as a poet of doubt and faith in the Victorian period. Option D is the answer. Matthew Arnold को हम बोलेंगे poet of doubt and faith. 554 we have George Meredith's The Egoist is best described as. The Egoist is best described as option C, comic novel of manners. Comic novel of manners was discussed in Egoist in the work of George Meredith, The Egoist. 555 we have Charles Dickens used which of the following as a pen name early in his career. Charles Dickens has used his up pen name name for his writing, that is Bose. Option A. Bose. Option A. This was the pen name of Charles Dickens in the early phase of his career, literary career, that is Bose. And again, we have the question 556. We have The Warden is the first novel in this series by एंटोनी ट्रुलो. एंटोनी ट्रुलो की किस सीरीज में वार्डन जो है वो फर्स्ट नॉवेल है? वी हैव द आंसर ऑप्शन बी, द Barsetshire Chronicle. The Barsetshire Chronicle was the series in which The Warden was the first novel by Anthony Trollope. Cobbin's Market by Christina Rossi is often read as. This is a religious allegory, children poem, parable about consumerism. या है एंड टेम्पटेशन, या है ऑल ऑफ द अबव. ऑप्शन डी, Goblin Market by Christina Rossi. We will get all these four options here. Children, this is a children poem, religious allegorical children poem, and parable about consumerism and temptation. What is this in this poem? 558, we have the question: who is known for writing the defense of Guinevere and other medieval inspired poems? And we have the correct answer, William Morris. William Morris was the one of the member of pre-Raphaelite movement we have, and he had written this Defense of Guinevere, and this is a collection of poems. Option C, B is the answer of the question number 558. Now 559, we have the words form used in tenses. Idols of the king is option C, blank verse. Next one we have 560. Who wrote the influential art critical book The Stone of Venice? We have the correct answer, option A, John Ruskin. Stone of Venice was a book, art critical book was by John Ruskin. We have the correct answer. 560 is the question. 561 we have Elizabeth Gaskell's Cranford mainly portrays the industrial working class, a group of middle class women in small town, the life of sailors. या है utopian society. Option B is the correct answer. A group of middle class women in a small town. The Cranford is a mainly portrayal of Elizabeth Gaskell, a group of by Elizabeth Gaskell, a group of middle class women in small town. 562 we have the question: what type of narrator is common in Victorian omniscient fiction? We have the correct answer, option C. Victorian omniscient fiction, we have the all knowing with moral judgment. This kind of narrator is commonly used in omniscient, as a omniscient fiction in the work. Next one we have 563. We have the term stream of consciousness is most closely associated with which author? We have the Virginia Woolf. Option C is the correct answer. 564 we have James Joyce's Ulysses is primarily based on Alfred Lord Tennyson's Ulysses is and this is the novel Ulysses by James Joyce, and this is primarily based on biblical story, classical Greek mythology, Homer's Odyssey or Norse epics. Option C, Homer's Odyssey. Homer's Odyssey was the main kind of source we have here of related to the novel James Joyce's Ulysses. 565 we have which poem begins with April is the cruelest month. April is the cruelest month. We have the option is the correct answer. Option C, The Wasteland by T.S. Eliot. Next question 566. Which of the following is not a feature of modernist literature? Correct answer is option B, liner storytelling and chronological plots. Liner storytelling and chronological plots is not a feature of the modernist literature. बाकी चारों तीनों हैं. Use of mythological fragmentation, experimentation with language and form. Yes, that is obviously you see the poems of the of modern age, and psychological depth and introspection were the important feature of the modernist literature. But linear storytelling and chronological plots was not discussed in the modernist literature. 567 we have the question. The term angry young man refers to the group of the option C is the correct answer. 1950s British playwright and novelist expressing social disillusionment. Angry young man, we have the group of the poets, and one of them is Joss on Osborne, John Osborne, and Kingsley Amis. Kingsley Amis. These are the two important angry young men writers we have here, and this is the group refers to the 1950s British playwrights and novelists expressing social disillusionment in their work, novel or drama. Next we have 568. The which author is not associated with British modernism? Out of these four options, D is the correct answer. Geoffrey Chaucer is from the Middle English literature. Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett is an example of absurdist theatre. Absurdist theatre is the correct answer, option C. Next one, 570. Postmodern literature is generally characterized by option C, parody, pastiche, and metafiction. 571. Which poet famously declared, "Things fall apart, the central cannot hold"? Option D is the correct answer, W.B. Yeats. Which poet famously declared this poem? Poet W.B. Yeats had, in his second coming, he had discussed "Things fall apart and center cannot hold." Next one, 572. The theater of absurd is most associated with which post-war author? Correct answer is option A, Harold Pinter. Post-war author was Harold Pinter, and theater of absurd was associated with him. 573. The movement poet of the 1950s, such as Philip Larkin, are known as the. We have the correct answer, option C, traditional forms and skepticism. 574, we have what genre best describes George Orwell's 1984? 1984 utopian sorry, political dystopian. Yes, utopian satire nahi hai. Political dystopian is the correct answer. Option C. George Orwell's novel 1984 is the novel. George Orwell's work this is, and he had written, this is one of the political dystopian novel we have here. Next one, we have the question in 575. We have, in Passage to India, E.M. Foster explored tension between. Option C is the correct answer, British colonizers and Indian subjects. 576, we have, W. Yeats was strongly influenced by Irish movement and mysticism. Option B is the answer of the question number 576. 577, we have, which of the following is not a work by T.S. Eliot? Out of these four options, we have the correct answer. Option D, this is a work of W.B. Yeats. So, this is the work of W.B. Yeats. All other is the work of T.S. Eliot. ये चारों तीनों हैं यहाँ पे T.S. Eliot के. Now we have the question number 578. Seamus Heaney is best known for his poetry on mythological and fantasy, Irish countryside and political conflict, या है colonial India, या है American Civil War. We have the answer, Irish countryside and political conflict were the main theme of Seamus Heaney's poetry. Next one, 579. We have the question, what does the stream of consciousness technique primarily attempt to depict? In literature related to the stream of consciousness technique, what was the primary thing attempted in writing such kind of literature related to stream of consciousness? Logical exposition, external dialogues, inner thoughts and perception. Option D, chronological history. Option C is the answer. Inner thoughts and perceptions के बारे में जब बात होती है, हमारा कॉन्शियस जो होता है उसके साथ से सब कॉन्शियस जो उस चीज के बारे में सोचता है, that is the primarily thing attempted to depict in the stream of consciousness technique related literature related things. We have the option C is the answer. Next one, question 580. Who was the first woman to win Nobel Prize in Literature in the 20th century? 20th century की बात हो रही है. Nobel Prize Literature में prestigious award है. This is the, you all know. And who was the first woman to win this award in the 20th century? We have the option A, Selma Lagerlöf. Selma Lagerlöf was the first woman to win Nobel Prize in Literature in the 20th century. Next question, what George Eliot Silas Marner focuses on? Option B is the answer, a miser's redemption through love. A miser's redemption through love is the main important thing discussed in Silas Marner by George Eliot. 582. Who is the author of The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? We have the answer, option C, Robert Louis R.L. Stevenson was the author who had written this work, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Next 583. What aspect of Victorian literature did naturalism particularly emphasize? We have the answer option C. The influence of heredity and environment on human fate was primarily emphasized the Victorian literature. Which Hardy novel ends with the execution of female protagonist? Execution of female protagonist. This was the novel. Hence, Hardy's novel ends with that was the option B. Test of the Ever Willis. Next one is 585. The Remains of the Day is a novel by. The Remains of the Day is a novel by Kazuo Ishiguro. Kazuo Ishiguro was the novelist who had written this novel, A Remain of the Day, and this is a modern novel. 586 we have which of the following author is most closely associated with feminist साइंस फिक्शन फेमिनिस्ट साइंस फिक्शन से कौन सा राइटर जो है ऑथर जो है वो एसोसिएट करता है ऑप्शन सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर मार्गरेट एटवुड मार्गरेट एटवुड इज द करेक्ट आंसर 587 we have W.H. Auden poetry reflects रोमांटिक ऑप्टिमिज्म वॉर पॉलिटिक्स एंड साइकोलॉजी या है आपका रिलीजियस डॉगमा या है नेचुरलिज्म ऑप्शन बी वॉर पॉलिटिक्स एंड साइकोलॉजी वाज depicted in the poetry of W.H. Auden. 588 which African writer won the Nobel Prize Literature in 1986? 1986 में नोबेल प्राइज मिला है अफ्रीकन राइटर को वूल सेंका. Wool Soyinka was the African writer specifically who won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1986. 589 we have the colonial literature often deals with क्या बात होती है colonial literature में लिखते वक्त किस चीज का ध्यान रखना होता है या सेंट्रल थीम क्या होता है इसको लिखने के टाइम पे इसकी प्लॉट क्या होती है वो आपको बताना है इसमें से आंसर वी हैव द ऑप्शन आइडेंटिटी displacement and legacy of empire. Next one we have 590. Which playwright is known for minimalist dialogue and dramatic pauses in play like The Homecoming? The Homecoming is a work of Harold Pinter. Option A. 591. The novel Brave New World by Aldous Huxley portrays option B is the correct answer. Future dystopian controlled by technology and conditioning. I think we had discussed this question in our last practice set, number 5 practice set. And friends, 592 question of the sixth practice set of English literature we have. Which novel begins with the line, My Dalloway said she would buy the flowers herself to the lighthouse option. Mrs. Dalloway is the correct answer. Option C is the answer of the question number 592. And this novel begins with the line, Mrs. Dalloway said she would buy the flowers herself. 593. Who wrote The Life of Pi? A novel blending fantasy and philosophical reflection. Option A is the answer of the question number 593, Jan Martel. Jan Martel's Life of Pi is a novel blending fantasy and philosophical reflection. 594 we have who is the author of Disgrace, winner of the Booker Prize in 1992. Disgrace was the work of which Booker Prize winning author in 1999? We have option C, J.M. Coetzee. 595 question we have which author of Caribbean origin won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2001? We have the correct answer option B, V.S. Naipaul. V.S. Naipaul बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट ऑथर हैं इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में और कैरेबियन ओरिजिन के हैं इन्होंने नोबेल प्राइज इनको लिटरेचर में मिला है 2001 में. Next one 956 Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro deals with which speculative theme? Speculative theme के बारे में बात हुई है कुछ Kazuo Ishiguro की Never Let Me Go and we have the human cloning and ethics. This thing was discussed. ये speculative theme जो है वो डिस्कस हुई है ये Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. Next one 597 we have the Man Booker International Prize was first awarded in. Man Booker Prize was first awarded in the year 2005 is the correct answer. Next one question 5198 which book by Arvind Adiga won the Man Booker prize in the year 2008. We have the white tiger. Option C is the correct answer. 599, we have the question who wrote Waiting for Godot, often described as a cornerstone of absurdist theatre. This is written by Samuel Beckett. Option C is the answer of the question number 499. 599 के बाद this is the last question of the practice set 6 we have here. Which dramatist coined the concept of the comedy of finance? Option B is the answer, Harold Pinter. So friends, this was all we had in today's class, and we had discussed 100 questions on English literature related to different ages in a form. I hope you liked the class of today's on this channel, English Zone. And don't forget to watch the next class, practice set number 7 of English literature, where we are discussing 1,000 MCQs on English literature, on the history of the ages, on different ages, and also different kinds of genre we had discussing here in the form of MCQs on this channel. So don't forget to watch out our next video, and also previously uploaded videos related to this practice set. Don't forget to watch out that here on your end screen you can see the important videos from 1 to 5 we have here. So enjoy this class and also enjoy the previous classes on of English literature on this channel. Thank you for watching this.